Hello, everyone, and welcome to FabCon TV. I'm your host, Patrick LeBlanc, and today I have Alexi with me. Alexi, before we get into this, why don't you tell the people who you are and what you do?
Yeah, so my name is Aleksi Partanen. I'm from Finland, and there I work for a Microsoft partner company called Norrin, and there I work as a data architect and a team lead. And also, I'm a Microsoft Data Platform MVP. Just got my award just like a few weeks ago, actually, like 1st of September.
Wow. All right,
yes,
all right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
But you also have a YouTube channel.
Yeah, I
We're
do.
going to talk
I
about
do.
that. We're going to talk about that later.
And you're still subscribed, right?
I'm still subscribed.
Yeah,
I'm
that's good to
absolutely
hear.
subscribed.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Maybe one or two subscribers behind Guy in a queue, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Go subscribe. Go subscribe. We'll talk about it in a little bit. All right. So certifications.
Yes.
All right. So I'm a fabric engineer. I'm a fabric enthusiast. I've been digging into fabric, and I'm trying to decide if I want to get certified, which certification I should get. Tell us a little bit about the fabric certifications.
Yeah, in Fabric, we actually have two different certifications. We have the DP600 and then we have the DP700.
So there's two of them.
Yeah,
right?
it's
What's
two
the
of them.
difference?
Yeah, basically, there is quite a bit of overlap actually with
Okay.
those certifications, but the DP700 certification is more tailored for data engineers. So what happens before the Power BI? So basically, if you think about it that way, so how do you prepare the data? And it's heavy focus on that.
Sure.
But then the DP600, it includes also the Power BI stuff as well.
Okay.
But it's like narrower on the data engineering spectrum.
Okay.
So it's more end-to-end, but it's narrower on the beginning part of the data engineering pipeline. So that's the main difference.
So which one do you have?
I have them both.
Oh.
Which one? Which one do you have? Which one do you have?
Neither.
Oh.
So I have the first Power BI one, the
PL300.
PL300. That's right. That's right.
When did you got that?
When did I get it?
Yeah.
Back in 1974. Okay.
Yeah.
So we have these two fabric certifications. Do you have any strategies or techniques you could tell us about to get prepared to pass those certifications?
Yeah, I actually do. I actually have two different strategies that I can tell.
All right.
Let's start with the typical strategy.
All right.
So, when you want to get certified, I would first check out the study guide on the Microsoft Learn.
Okay,
It's
Microsoft
like this one page of everything you need to know for the certification. It outlines the skills and everything you need to know. That's the good place to start. And then after that, you want to head to Microsoft Learn. There's a learning path that is tailored for that specific certification.
Okay.
So that is a really, really nice way to start your certification journey and use that learning path and use the labs there to get some hands-on knowledge with Fabric. And after you have done those, you can also complement your learning with like community-made resources. For example, on my YouTube channel, I have a 11-hour course for DP700.
Wow.
So
11 hours.
That
Okay.
could be a good complement for those learning paths there.
Sure. So start with the learning paths.
Yes.
So go out to learn.microsoft.com, look for those two certifications, and get started there. Right. Go
Yes.
through all that, all that content, and make sure you're grounded and you understand everything that's there.
Yes.
All right. So that's
And then I'm not done yet with the first.
Okay, all right.
Then we have the practice exam on Microsoft Learn.
okay.
That I would use when I think I would be ready to take the exam, just to test my knowledge and benchmark what are my weak areas, so I can focus on those before I take the actual exam.
Got it.
So this is the typical route I would take that exam.
Okay. So that's all of part one.
Pardon?
That's the first step.
Yeah, that's the first strategy. That's
Got
the
it.
first strategy.
So the first strategy: go to Learn, go through the content, take the practice exams, find out where you're weak, find out what you don't know, what you're not that good at, before you actually take the test.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I have another strategy that I call this fast track strategy.
Fast track.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but basically this is not for everybody. This is for people who are already skilled in Fabric. Basically, if you have been using Fabric hands-on for like a year and you have a strong background in, for example, in Azure data engineering, because many skills from there transfer quite well to Fabric. For example, Azure Data Factory is pretty much repackaged in Fabric. So,
Right.
if you know that, it's pretty easy to get started with Fabric. But yeah, I have the fast track strategy, and the thing there is that I would still start with the study guide and read what that certification is all about. But after that, I would go immediately to the practice exam. so that I could benchmark my knowledge and see what are my like weak points, and only then focus on those and make sure that then I will pass the exam. So that would be the fast track strategy. So you don't redo all the learn documentation and learn the SQL syntax, because you should already know that. So
Yeah, you save a little time that way. Save a little time.
yeah,
So
save a little time. Save a little time.
if I follow these two strategies, what I'm hearing, Alexi, is that you 100% guarantee that I'm going to pass the exam.
I cannot promise you that. I cannot promise you that. I'm sorry. But basically, if you don't pass the exam, it's not the end of the world.
Okay.
And also one thing that I want to mention that some people might not know, that you can actually use the Microsoft Learn documentation in the exam.
In the exam.
Yes, in the exam. But now you are thinking like, oh, I will ace the exam immediately. I don't need to study at all. But no. That Learn documentation can be a really like a double-edged sword, because like it can eat up a ton of time when you use it in the exam.
Yeah.
But the thing there is that you can also prepare and learn how to use the Learn documentation and practice using it before the exam.
Yeah.
Basically, I want to give one hot tip for using the Learn documentation. You can filter there by Microsoft product. So if you are taking a Fabric exam, you want to filter the result by Microsoft Fabric, so that you don't get that other stuff there.
Yeah.
So that's something to keep in mind when taking the exam.
Yeah, so familiarize yourself with all the documentation, learn some tips and tricks to quickly find what you need for the section that you're working on. Yeah. That makes sense. Okay, so two strategies to get it solved. Use the documentation in the exam. Had no idea. Any other tips and tricks that you want to share?
I would say that it's really good to be mindful about the time management strategy when going to the exam, especially after the Microsoft Learn documentation has been available there, because otherwise you could run out of time easily if you are in the question, for example, number 3, and you start to brush through the documentation and spend like 10 minutes looking for the answer. So then you might run out of time and you don't answer those questions that you would get right without using the documentation.
Got it. All right, so let's get back to this YouTube channel.
Yes,
right? I subscribed. I've been watching some of your videos even before I met you in Vegas. Tell us a little bit about this YouTube channel.
Yeah, I started my YouTube channel like around two years ago.
Okay.
I first started with Azure Data Factory tutorials, then Microsoft Fabric has just came out, and then I was like, now we have something here, this Microsoft Fabric stuff, this is promising. And then I decided to go all into Microsoft Fabric, and nowadays I only do Microsoft Fabric content. And that's what I have been doing there, and I have been actually using your thumbnails for some inspiration for my thumbnails, so I have to admit that.
That's all right.
You have good thumbnails in a cube channel.
Thank you so much. And we can use this channel to help us prepare for the exam.
Yeah. I have like a ton of content there, especially for the DP700. I have that 11-hour course there. I spent like 6 months and like hundreds of hours making that course with custom slides and everything. So I hope that community can benefit from that. So
it's all free.
It's all free.
Yeah. Well, all right. Alexi, thank you so much for taking the time to tell us about your strategies for passing the certification. And thank you for so much time to tell us about your YouTube channel. And thank you all for joining. And we'll see you next time on FabCon TV.
What a great conversation at the Microsoft Fabric Community Conference. Be sure to give this video a like and hit subscribe for more videos coming out of FabCon TV. Also, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you to register for the next FabCon, which will be in Atlanta in March 2026. Come join Patrick, myself, and all of the Microsoft folks. You can see a QR code on the screen right now. Scan that and use code FABATL to get $200 off of the registration. Thank you so much for watching. Keep being awesome, and we'll see you in the next video.